I just swing into my thing and lay low like the fed. Straight up real, no scam. So where your girl at? Round out with your man. Yeah, that rapping is nice. My man is precise. I'm on you like the tracking device. Forget it, boo, I got solo tactics. I ain't a half-ass nigga, baby. I got the whole package. I never fronted you could get it if you want it. Won't say I'm the best, but I'm not that far from it. You know my style. You like the flavor? You probably still. Okay, if you say so, give me a minute and it's over. I want bad soldier, I was flexible before bad cobra. I got so much charm, even if you with your moms. I play it cool like the bombs on the weekends, Monday through Friday. I know this ain't Burger King, but I still have it mine. One time, in your mind, here we go. You know my style, I take the flow. Girl, I know you winning, so drop this at me. Got it, and let me know. Sure, gotta go. Who you be? A roughneck, playing for 95 and beyond. I see you playing around. Yeah, I used to stick at home. Now I just lounge and chill. I'm not the type to be sweating crazy. I need a real man. I'm as real as you get, baby. My game is outstanding. I got a boyfriend. Yeah, well now you got a man friend. Oh, it's like that? Cause you kidding shit. I got so much game, I could make the nun change religions. I got flavors like a rainbow. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that shit is all game though. Come on, I know you like it. Don't front on me. I read your whole call like a psychic. Yeah, you got it. No doubt, cause some get money. Ain't a brother I'll teach you when I'm kicking, honey. I'm like Silk in H-Town. Can you dig it? I'll lift you up and down and knock your boots in a minute. Messing with me, nothing but good can happen. There's new sheriffs and really weird. Look at one time, in your mind, here we go. You know my style, I keep it low. Girl, I know you winning, so drop it 7 minutes, got minutes, and let me know. I'm not the type to act a fool, catch brothers with a tool. I just bag up skins, I play the fool. I kick game, I have your mind, cause I can be bony and nappy headed, and still pull a donkey. Pimpin' is hard, not to me. You got a lot to see the way I put skins under lock and key. And let them front the road like they outstanding. I leave them outstanding in the cold. A girl act up, then I cut her off. Is your game smooth? Is it? My shit's but a sore. So won't y'all just hear me in? Why that? I get girls open like a Sicilian. Yo, I roll with the big men and I don't have to trick in and mess around just to hit skin. So y'all niggas that's Shalom, shalom, Israel. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing this evening? We running it back. Yeah, I told y'all on the last video I wasn't gonna do nothing until probably Saturday or Sunday. But here we are. Here we are. Once again. Once again. Gonna jump right in here. You got the pineapple going. Shout out to Ashley. Got my hydration. Tea. Got my notes already ready. I'm going to jump right on in. First, a disclaimer. If you don't want to be here, don't be here. Move around. You got that thing on your computer called a mouse. If you're using a handheld device such as a tablet or a phone, you have your thumb. If you have Alexa, you can use your voice. Fuck out of here. How about that? I'm tired, man. I'm getting so tired of the foolishness.
I'm really tired of it. You don't like what I got to say? Why are you listening? And some of you, you're so contentious. Y'all, I think y'all be combing through my videos and my content, trying to catch me out there or catch me in something or hope I misspeak and you can come back and point it out. And the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? What is wrong? You know how many of y'all posts and shit I read? Very few. Every now and then a post might catch me if I'm scrolling. I don't make it a point to look at nobody's page. Nobody. But I appreciate those of you who do subscribe to me and are interested in my content and what I have to say. Unfortunately, the average person don't have shit to say. They just talking to be talking, making stupid posts to be making stupid posts. That is not the majority of content creators. The majority of content creators, we take what we do seriously. And most of us, even though a lot of us, a lot of content creators, I don't see eye to eye with them on no level, I still will defend their right to make their content. Um, I just don't watch it. Their content creators I tried to check out, I couldn't rock what they was doing. I don't watch them no more. I unsubscribed, but I still will defend their right to make their content. I ain't got to hear it. If you like what I have to say, please like, share, and subscribe on either V Speaks, Van Johnson on Facebook, or The Ben Israel on YouTube. Preferably, I would hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Um, as you can see in the notes, first of all, today's show, success versus failure. I made a post a couple of days ago, and unknowingly, this post has been some sort of controversy for some people. Uh, when I made the post, it wasn't that heavy to me. I was making a mental observation in my head, and I shared that observation with my followers, with my viewers of my stream. It wasn't meant to incite any type of debate or discussion. It wasn't really that heavy to me. I thought this was just regular information, but some of y'all get triggered, and that fascinates me too. That amazes me on what things trigger people. Um, and a lot of people were triggered on this one. Fascinating. Fascinating. As I say all the time, and I've been saying this for years, I have thousands of hours worth of video content. I'm not new to this. I didn't start doing this because Kevin Samuels or Obsidian or Donovan Sharp. I'm not. I've been doing this before all of them. The only person I know who's been doing content like this as long as me is Tommy Sotomayor. I don't think I got him beat. With the exception of him, I got everybody else beat. I've been doing it for a long time. And most of these guys are saying what I've been saying the whole time. And if you know me, you know I've been saying that. I've been talking like this for years. So let's stop that foolishness. Um, why is this important? This is important. We have problems in our community as Black people, uh, as descendants of, when I say Black people, I'm talking about descendants of the slaves, Israel. if you will, if you understand that term. Because it kind of, Israel includes others beyond just black people, because there were other people who participated in the slave trade or were victims of these of slavery besides just quote unquote Negro Americans. Another conversation. However, we have problems specifically as black people because our history is unique here in this country. And we got to start to talk about these problems so we can address them. All of my life, many of these problems have never been addressed and they always have been swept under the rug. But now, more men like myself are speaking out and being very verbal and taking advantage of access to media that we have now. That's why it's important. We got to talk about this shit. No problem is going to get fixed if you don't properly identify the problem, the root of the problem. Too often we chase symptoms. We chase the symptoms and not the disease. You got the flu, but you're only worried about your stuffy nose. You ain't doing nothing about your fever. You ain't doing nothing about the flu, which is causing your fever and stuffy nose. Oftentimes, in black community, using that same analogy, you'll have one group arguing about the stuffy nose and one group arguing about the fever. Neither group is addressing the fact that we're talking about the fucking flu. That's what happens. I don't even think that's a black community problem. I think that's more of an American problem. But anyway, I digress. So I made the post. I said something to the effect of, it amazes me people who are failures, how they see themselves as successes. And I got some of y'all try to read too much in to what is said. You don't know how to, y'all reading comprehension is sorely lacking. You don't know how to deal with what's said. Y'all want to try to bring in information that you don't have. You only have what I say. Is it true or false? Have you never seen a person who was failing at something act like they were successful? It could be something as basic as somebody who was walking down the street and they tripped and tried to play it off like it didn't happen. That's a basic level of what I just said. Perfect example. They tripped, tried to play it off like nobody's seen them. Well, guess what? You failed. You were trying to walk cool and your ass failed. We've seen you, dummy. Now you're going to try to play it off like you didn't slip? That's a basic one. I can give more complicated examples, but I'm trying to keep it light and basic right now. One of the biggest problems that we have within our community is black people don't know what words mean. You think you know what a word means. And based on that limited definition or understanding that you may or may not have for a particular word, you're one-dimensional. You can only see from there forward with that train of thought. Well, if you ever picked up a damn dictionary, you would realize oftentimes words have more than one meaning. Most of the time, y'all be wrong completely. You don't even have a clue what the fucking word means. You tell yourself what it means, or it sounds like it should mean this. That's usually the problem. The other problem is you're only familiar with one definition. You're not familiar that this word means more than one thing. There are multiple meanings for this word. And instead of y'all don't even consider, I don't know what I'm talking about. I read this thing, I'm a little confused. What does he mean? And instead of saying that, explain to me what you mean. I need more information because I'm missing something. Based on my level of understanding, I don't know what you're talking about. Can you explain it to me? That's not what y'all do. You try to force your meaning. You think you know what it means, and you're going to force your definition on the writer, the OP, and that must be what he's talking about. And I disagree with this thing that's in my head that I'm trying to put on this other person. Y'all know how fucking stupid that is? And crazy? That's you being in your feelings. A feeling is a belief, especially a vague or irrational one. You're irrational. So I tell y'all, fuck your feelings. They don't matter. So this post, I'm getting asked questions. People leaving comments. I'm responding to the questions and comments that I'm getting. I'm providing citations on what I mean. These citations are credible sources. Last time I checked, Webster's Dictionary is the definitive source on meanings of words in the United States ever since 1828. All our lives, all of our parents' lives, all of our grandparents' lives, all of our great-grandparents' lives, it has been the case. Webster's is the definitive source for word meaning. The problem is, y'all tell yourselves you're smarter than what you are. You think you're more intelligent than what you are. But the fact that you're debating a fucking dictionary shows how ignorant and stupid some of y'all are. Who the fuck argues with the dictionary? Mind blown. Who does that? Some of you do. You ain't arguing with Van. Then the ad hominems come out. I knew 2 or 3 days ago when I made that post and I started seeing the comments, I said to myself then, somebody is eventually going to come to an ad hominem. And sure enough, this morning, it happened. Here's the problem. Y'all think y'all so smart. Been sitting up all night looking for a way to respond to me. Finally, you got it. So you did it this morning. I got his ass now. Not realizing 3 or 4 days ago, I had already been thinking 5 moves ahead of you. I already knew how I was going to respond to that attack. No matter who it came from. I already knew what I was going to say. That's how slow some of y'all are with your thinking. And you won't change. You're stubborn. You don't even consider. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. This man posted 4 different dictionary definitions of 4 different words. I ain't offered up none. I get a dumbass question like, well, let me ask you a question. Are you a success or failure? What fucking difference does it make based on what my statement was in the original post? It doesn't matter. See, that's ad hominem. Because, see, what comes next is, depending on what I say, is a personal attack. I shut that shit down. Stop wasting my time. Stop playing checkers. Learn how to play chess. Your thinking is too slow. And for this coming from a man, a man. It surprises me. But ladies, every male isn't a man. Just because somebody has male genitalia, male features, and a male anatomy, doesn't mean he is a man. It's a difference. It's a difference. Is a 12-year-old boy a man, or is he a boy? Don't they have the same anatomy? Doesn't a man and a boy have the same anatomy? Or doesn't a male and a boy have the same anatomy? Or a man and a boy, they got the same anatomy. Both are males. Only one is a man. So there must be something different about the man from the boy. Beyond his dick. Beyond his sexual preference. Because see, some of y'all will make that argument. See, effeminate doesn't mean gay, homosexual, bisexual, or any of those alternative sexual deviations. Not talking about that. Because I know plenty of gay guys who still think masculine. They still think like a man. And I know plenty of you straight guys who are very effeminate in your brains and you act like a bitch. Has nothing to do with your sexuality. Unbelievable, y'all. So, for those of you who don't know what post I'm talking about, I provided the link in the description. If you're interested in finding out the background of what I'm talking about and seeing it for your own eyes, click on that link. Read the post, read the comments, and the interaction so you can get a full understanding of why I'm responding to when I'm responding. Also, Kevin Samuels had a video that he posted earlier today called "The Most Dangerous Conversation Ever?" ? I also posted a link to that on his channel on YouTube. That is a perfect example of what y'all are doing to me right now. Listen to the back and forth. I mean, it's only like a 40-minute video. Watch the whole video. This shit is mind-blowing. And this lady that he's talking to is a social worker. One of the questions he asked her was like, so if presented with facts, and I'm paraphrasing, that contradict your gut feeling, are you going to ignore the facts? Yeah, she said, yeah. The fuck? This is the problem in blacks. This is why we can't be successful as a group of people. We are at the bottom. One of the reasons we're at the bottom is because we don't know what success is. A lot of us, we sit in our hoods, the ghettos, the low-income neighborhoods, live in our rental houses in these bad neighborhoods. In some kind of way, you told yourself you are a success. You're raising your kids in a single-family house. They don't know who their daddy is. You told yourself you are a successful parent. And y'all like to hide behind things like education, your little associate's degree, or your little bullshit worthless degree. Education does not equal intelligence. It does not equal your IQ. Your IQ has nothing to do with how educated you are. And this education that we have in today's world is fucking worthless. All it is job placement, because it no longer teaches people how to think. All it teaches you how to do is move a paper, move a box, push a button, pull a lever. That's it. It's job placement. Watch the video. Matter of fact, pause this video. Go watch that video. Read my post and then come back because it's going to make a lot of sense what I'm saying. And you'll be able to see it. It ain't just me running into this. It's just like that girl that was on Kevin's video, on the Godfather's video. A lot of y'all think like that. And it's like, are you fucking serious? I'm seeing it play out on my post. He's talking to a girl live. Same kind of pathology. For those of you who believe in the Bible, Proverbs 15:32. He that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul. But he that heareth reproof getteth understanding. Y'all don't get understanding because you can't get correction. Nobody can tell you anything. Therefore, you don't get understanding. You just think whatever you want to think. Whatever you already think. There's no room to improve or to even acknowledge that, hey, maybe the way I thought before was wrong. I got some new information. I'm going to allow that. I'm going to receive that, allow that in, and I'm going to adjust my thinking accordingly. No, I'm going to think what I want to think no matter what because I got a gut feeling. I'm in my feelings. I'm in my emotions. That's why we're at the bottom of society. And that's why when you go to further complex concepts like wealth, economics, capitalism, socialism, plutocracy, you don't understand that shit. It's too far over your head. Because y'all are running around operating in a third grade education. Even though you graduated high school and went to college, you stopped growing mentally at third and fourth grade. Many of you. That's why newspapers are written on a fourth grade level. Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. But wise people. Fools, educated motherfuckers. No, fools despise wisdom and instruction. Shit was written 2,000 some odd years ago. Right? They didn't make that book up 2,000 years ago. It's been around a while. God's words, not mine. Y'all despiseth your own soul. And you can't get understanding because you can't be fucking wrong. Sign language. Shame, insult, guilt need to be right and or the victim. Y'all got that need to be right, and that's an ugly thing on a man. My God. I have less tolerance. Some of you guys that's been on my post, I've known y'all for 20 years. I'm fucking horrified. Never knew y'all were like this. I just can't believe it. I provided the definitions. Here's the problem. Again, and I kind of touched on it. You got one definition in your head, but you're not getting the fact that words mean more than one thing. So here's the definition that y'all are operating on. See, I understand where you're coming from. But you're wrong. That's why I know you're wrong. The essential meaning of success. The fact of getting or achieving wealth, respect, or fame. So y'all hear success and y'all automatically key in to money, fame, shit like that. That's what y'all automatically hear. A wealthy person must be successful. Well, I'm not going to argue with Webster's, but I do disagree with that definition. That's definition number one. Because we all know there are wealthy people in this world, famous people in this world we would not consider them successful by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, we've seen those type of people like that, they were clear failures. Also, this definition says getting or achieving wealth. I don't agree with the getting. If you inherited wealth and resources from your parents, you didn't achieve anything. So therefore, to me, in my mind, you can't be successful because it had nothing to do with you. Nobody can hand you success. You have to do something to get it. You can't just wake up and the silver spoon is in your mouth called success. You can get money, you could be wealthy, but that don't mean you're successful. That's Van's opinion, which I'm just now sharing the first time. Now, let me support my opinion, which is what I've been doing the whole time. Definition 2, the correct or desired result of an attempt. That is the definition that I am operating on. You attempted to do something and you got it. You applied for a job. You attempted to get this job. They hired you. You started that job. You were successful in getting that job. I used an example of Kevin. Kevin completed 10th grade. He made an attempt. He attempted to complete 10th grade. He was successful. He graduated from 10th grade. He was successful. Had he stayed back, he would have been a failure at 10th grade. See, some of y'all, again, you want to bring in extra information. That's not relevant. Well, what if he takes the class over again or goes to summer school, or what if he repeats the grade, but then he gets it? You're adding stuff in. You don't have that information. We are talking about at a particular moment in time. Kevin failed 10th grade. That's what we know. That's all we have. He stayed back. He was a failure. Or Kevin passed 10th grade. He was successful at passing 10th grade. Who decides? The school system. His teachers, the principal, the school district, the Department of Education at large, which was created by society to say this is a standard that 10th graders must meet to complete this coursework. It's not an opinion. These are facts. See, but y'all try to make everything subjective. When you don't like something, that's where that your truth bullshit comes from. And that's your example and your definition. It ain't my fucking definition. My name ain't on the book. Webster's name is on the book. It's not Dan's, nothing. But see, that's some of y'all are delusional. As I read the definition for subjective, it's in your mind. Subjective reality. It's not real. It's only in your mind. I exist in regular reality where other people operate. The essential meaning of failure: a lack of success in some effort. So that alone, if you read the definition of failure, that definition causes you to go directly to success definition 2. We're not talking about money. We're talking about achievement, the result of an effort, because that's what a failure is, the lack of the success at an effort. Context matters and words mean things. And some of you, again, are so stubborn, you won't even accept this new information. I just got tired of typing. That's why I'm making this video. Because maybe there's something getting lost in translation. Your reading comprehension sucks. Combination of two, I don't know. Maybe you'll get this. Because this is really a basic grammar school vocabulary word. I don't know how some of y'all claim that going to college. I just don't know. What fucking school did y'all go to? This basic shit. Man, they've lowered the bar. The essential meaning of failure, definition 2. A situation or occurrence in which something does not work as it should. The door is supposed to open and close. For some reason, the door is stuck. It won't close all the way. The door failed to close. There's a failure in the operation of the door. It's not an opinion. It's a statement of fact. It's observable reality. Stubborn. The essential meaning of stubborn: refusing to change your ideas or to stop doing something. Y'all get stuck in this space. You're so stubborn. And you refuse to accept new information and allow that information to affect your thinking. You only got one way of thinking, whatever that's based on, and you're going to think that way no matter what facts, because I'm giving you facts. I'm giving you citations. I'm giving an opinion. I've given examples. I've given citations. I've given definitions. And some of you are still trying to argue this friggin' point. And that's what the ad hominem. Because see, when you lose a debate, you want to try to make it personal. And you want to know personal information, and it doesn't matter. You want to know background information. Doesn't matter. Y'all don't need to know who I was thinking about when I originally made the post. Doesn't matter. You don't need to know what their situation was. It doesn't matter. The statement remains true. We can't become successes because y'all don't know what a success is. You never had to work for nothing. You just exist through life. And whatever you get, you get. You never had to be competitive. You never had to put an effort, a real effort, into achieving anything. Outside of high school, and some of you just barely graduated. You weren't in the top of your class. You weren't magna cum laude or nothing like that. You were just a regular ass student trying to get through. And then if you're lucky enough to go into college, you did the same thing in college. You didn't participate in student government or really live the college experience. You just attended and hoped you would get by without nobody noticing you. Now you're out in the world with a smartphone and you run across people who are really scholars, make no mistake, I am a scholar and have been for quite a while. My credentials are unquestioned. They're documented. But y'all basic ass C students want to try to compete with a triple A plus student on the president's list. All doctors aren't created equal. There are doctors who graduate medical school with a C or a D. I don't know about a D, but I know about C. With the A doctors, the doctors who graduate with an A plus, they get the best jobs. They're the surgeons and stuff. The C and D doctors, they working at your basic clinic and shit. They're working at first care, urgent care and shit. It's a difference between a doctor working at Novant, the head of the damn cardiovascular department, and it's a doctor working at urgent care on Freedom Drive. They are not the same, even though they both got doctor in front of their name. Some of y'all are slow. You can't admit to yourselves, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Maybe I'm a little overmatched. Let me try to get some understanding so I can improve. No. You're going to defend your rabbit ass, stupid ass thoughts till you die. Guess what? That's exactly what's going to happen. I can't save everybody. I'm going to give you the information. I'm going to give y'all the truth. You either accept it or you die. Period. That's what God said was going to happen. Period. Hopefully, and it's probably won't, because some of you're not going to watch this video. Or if you do watch it, you're going to watch parts of it. And you're going to go right back on the post or on this video and make another fucking dumbass comment. Again, I told y'all on a couple of posts ago, everybody has a stupid post quota with me. Anybody who's posted this stupid shit on this post, you are warned now. You are at your fucking quota. Just walk away. If you can't say, I understand now, I understand what you mean, walk the fuck away. Well, I'm going to do it for you because I ain't got the time or the patience. There's better conversations that could be had, more productive, with people who really want to improve their thinking and accomplish something. Not you silly ass motherfuckers who just want to argue and debate for the sake of doing it. Well, I think I've hit all my notes. Share your thoughts with me. I am curious. I like to see original thought, original thinking, not this delusional shit. Not this. Men, I expect y'all to think like a man, so I have less patience for y'all than a woman who thinks the same way as y'all do. I'm sorry. I don't. For lack of a better word, I just don't deal with bitch ass niggas. I'm sorry. I just don't. I have no time to argue with you. I have no interest in it whatsoever. That's effeminate. Seeing two men arguing shit out in public, you very rarely see that shit. That's effeminate behavior. That's all I got. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Holla at your boy. Deep in Israel, and I'm out. The People's Champ 1.